In 2020, the stage is set and all political eyes are on South Florida. We are just hours away from the first Democratic debate. And here's a look at the 20 Democratic candidates for president who will take part in the debate tonight. 10 of them will go head to head. With more than 20 Democratic candidates all fighting to become the nominee to face off against President Trump, there will be not one but two debates. The first is less than 9 hours away. CBS 4's Carrie Codd is live outside the Adrienne Arsht Center in Miami with a preview. Carrie.
Well, Lauren, the 2-hour debate begins tonight at 9 p.m. here at the Knight Concert Hall at the Adrienne Arsht Center. We do not know what the specific topics will be or what the questions will be about. What we do know is that the candidates will be trying to introduce themselves to the broader electorate and trying to define themselves among a diverse and crowded pack of candidates.
I am delighted that more people are now talking about cancellation of student loans.
We've seen and heard many of the Democratic candidates for president, like Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren in South Florida, over the past few days.
It would strengthen Medicare for the people who are on it.
Former San Antonio Mayor and HUD Secretary Julian Castro is introducing himself to voters.
It is time to start transitioning off of fossil fuels.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee pitched his message of taking on climate change. But now come the main events. 2 nights of debates at the Knight Concert Hall at the Adrienne Arsht Center. There are so many Democratic candidates for president that 10 will take the stage Wednesday night, 10 more Thursday night. The average person may know the main contenders, but many of the others remain unknown.
Still, there's lots of the electorate out there who don't know who they are.
That's Charles Zeldin, history and political science professor at Nova Southeastern University. He said candidates likely have 2 goals for the debates.
What we have is a requirement that they have to both introduce themselves, but also make sure they make a splash. Make sure they say something that people remember.
Well, to be on this stage in the debate tonight and tomorrow, the candidates had to meet several criteria. First, they had to have either 65,000 donors from across 20 states, or they had to have at least 1% support in at least 3 major polls. The candidates will likely be asked about immigration, President Trump's policies, both domestic and foreign, and climate change. Outside the Arsht Center are billboards showing how crucial climate change is in South Florida. But the bottom line, a lot is at stake in these debates.
No one's going to win the primary in this first debate, but some people are going to lose any chance at winning the primary in this first debate.
And moderators will be trying to clamp down on long-winded answers. We're told each candidate will be given 1 minute to answer a question, and then if there's a follow-up question, they'll be given an additional 30 seconds to answer that. We're told candidates will not be making opening statements. However, they will be able to give a closing statement. Live in Miami, Carrie Codd, CBS 4 News.